Morning folks, Phil here from Telford Koi Pond on a bit of an overcast Saturday, but nevertheless it is a Saturday, so that means 1001 pond jobs to do, which I'm halfway through doing. This video is a little bit different to what I normally put out there, and it's really sort of to raise awareness. So I'm sure you're all like me and you want the best products for your koi. And no doubt, you know, you're all aware everybody has their favourites, which is absolutely fine. What you tend to hear about is the new stuff coming to market. So if I can just give an example, like Fluke X, you know, there's a huge buzz around that. There are other things like Complete Pond Detox. So as you will see from my cupboards, I use everything basically. It's all sort of attempting to do the best for your fish. But what I fall into the trap of is, if you keep using the same things all the while, do you really know what's out there? So with that in mind, I had a look at Cloverleaf Industries, or Cloverleaf, however you know them, just to see what, you know, they got on the market at the minute. Because I must admit, if somebody says Cloverleaf to me, Cloverleaf is my absolute go-to for blanket weed. So there you go, Blanket Answer. I don't know if you can see through the packaging, but it's about halfway down. So I use Blanket Answer all the while for any blanket weed problems I get. Touch wood, don't get a lot, but that is my go-to. So I associate Cloverleaf with Blanket Answer, and also the little like 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt pond heaters, because I contemplated having one of those on the grow-on tanks. So what I've got is a box. Always good to have a box, exciting to have a box. And what I'm going to do is show you what I've got in the box, because there's a whole range of Cloverleaf products in here. So I'm just going to get them out and show you the sort of things that I'm going to start using, or I'm going to try, you know, see how they go basically. So let's have a look. So we've got a price list on the top, which will be helpful in a minute when we start looking at things. So let's start with koi treats. So I am a big fan of mealworms, or anything that's insect based. I do think that fish like that, and obviously it's natural, blah blah blah. So so Cloverleaf do at least two koi treats. There's absolute orange treats. So these are full of vitamin C basically. So this is the 6mm floating pellet. But as it says on the front, they're insect and orange koi pellets. So I think these contain black fly soldier meal, orange extract, a whole load of other stuff. But basically it's full of vitamin C. And vitamin C, as you will probably already know, is, you know, helps the koi's immune system. So I'm going to start those. Again, it's the insect content, if you like, that sort of put me onto these. And then another one, even better. So we've got insect larvae shaped treats. So these are, the reason I've gone for a packet of these as well is these are 45% protein, so really high protein. They're full of insect meal. They sort of swell up when they go into the water. The water helps them to swell up, but basically they've got natural colour enhancers. They boost digestion. There's good bacteria, high energy with garlic. So again, natural. You know, you're going to be kissing your koi after they've been eating these. But natural health boosters as well. Do like garlic. So instead of just going and buying my normal mealworms, I'm going to try those. I said to you I already use Blanket Answer. Well, I didn't realise there's more than Blanket Answer on the market. So what they also do is all season Blanket Answer. So this one, as the name says, can be used in all seasons, whereas I think that one is got I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, I should have looked beforehand, but it's only used down to a certain temperature. But this you can actually use all seasons. So if you've got stubborn blanket weed that keeps coming back all the year long, then obviously you can use this. And to support that, they also do Cloverleaf Prevent blanket weed. So this, as the name suggests, is if you've got really stubborn blanket weed, perhaps after you've done a dose of the normal the normal stuff or the all season stuff, then you can put this in your water, 10 grams per every 266 gallons, and it's basically a prevent. It helps stop it really stubborn blanket weed coming back. So again, fingers crossed, not got a blanket weed problem at the minute, but I have that in case. And the dates on these are really long. I think it's 2028. You have to excuse me looking. In fact, yeah, they're really long sell-by dates on them. Also, coming on to the best bit in a minute, so absolute pond pearls. So you know there's a whole raft of different sorts of these on the market by different manufacturers, and I think I've used all of them except these. So these are again advanced bacteria delivery, so that a ball full of bacteria that you put in your pond helps your filters out. Now there's 3 pearls in here, and this treats up to 60,000 litres. So one of those pearls is more than enough for my pond. I'm going to have a look at the price list and see if I can find out how much these are. I think, well, I'm going to guess. No, I'm not going to guess. I can't quite see them straight away on here, so we might come back to those in a bit. Pond pearls. No, we'll come back to those. But as I say, there's 3 pond pearls in there, up to 60,000 litres. And then we get on to the stuff that I sort of use and I don't, and that's the treatments. So absolute potassium permanganate, can't even say potassium permanganate. This is something else I use all the while. So my little box of goodies up there, fluke salt powder, sodium thiosulfate, quick test, all that sort of stuff in there. There's 3 packets of this in there. 2 of them are out of date, which is why I'm just about to throw them out, and which is why I've got another one. But the expiry dates on these are to the end of 2028. So, you know, massive expiry dates on some of these. So this is obviously for parasites and bacteria. Apologies if you can hear the drum filters going off. But PP, as you know, whenever I buy new fish, always PP the fish before it goes into the main pond, and this is what I use basically. So again, always good to have on hand. Something I've not tried is the absolute parasite, so an advanced parasite treatment. And this is for skin flukes, internal worms, hexameter, white spot, all sorts of things like that. And it's a full strength formula. Again, you know, don't knock it till you've tried it, sort of thing. And again, touch wood, I don't actually want to use it, but if I do need it, I've got it in my arsenal. And again, these have got really long, so again it's till the end of 2028. So, you know, it's just good to have these in stock. And what I'm really excited about, shall we say, it doesn't take a lot to get me excited when I'm talking about koi. What I'm really excited about are these things. These are double strength treatments. So this, believe it or not, is FMG, so formalin and malachite green mix. This is 250 milliliter bottle, and this is £19.99. This treats up to 7,000 gallons, over 31,000 litres. So if you compare it to stuff, I'm not saying this is any better or any worse because I haven't tried it yet, but if you compare it to stuff that's on the shelf, for example, so that formalin and malachite treats 2 lots of 22,000, that one treats 22,000. So this, as I say, this treats 32,000. You know, spot the difference. If storage is a space, there you go. So I bought a couple of those because, again, whenever I introduce new fish into my pond, do the PP dip first on the fish that's going in, leave it a couple of days, but then I always treat the whole pond and the fish that's already in there with FMG. And I think I've mentioned it in a previous video. That was told to me by a very wise koi keeper many moons ago, and it's served me well since then. We've also got, on a similar vein, we've got the double strength aquaflavin. So this treats up to 4,000 gallons, and again, just for comparison purposes, you know, that's aquaflavin. Double strength bottles means only half the size. Again, for ulcers, wounds, open sores and things like that, this is supposed to be very good. This is the one that I knew about, if you like, and wanted to try if I ever get the need to. So that's aquaflavin. I bought a couple of those, to be honest with you. I've then got just plain malachite, so again, just if I need it without the FMG mix. So again, this is primarily for funguses and things like that, and I tend to find this really useful with the young fry that we do, so the grow-ons. They are prone sometimes to a bit of fungus when they come to a different environment, but again, this one 250 millilitres, and I think they're all sort of the same price. Malachite, yeah, 19.99. So all these 250 millilitre bottles, looking at the price list that's come with all this stuff, is they're 20 quid. You know, for something that treats 4,000 gallons. So my grow on is 500 gallons. I've got a fair few treatments in there for 20 quid. I've also got formalin as well. So again, white spot, Costia, Trick, and again, sell by dates, use by dates 2028. It's just, you know, I go out and help other people as well. If other people have got problems in their pond, you've seen some of my other videos, I'll go out and help them. So I like to have all this stuff, so I've got it to hand. And then the last thing in my little package is dechlorinator. So again, it's the double strength dechlorinator, and again, this treats up to 4,000 gallons. So don't tend to use a lot of dechlorinator, but when I do, it's when I've purged the system or when I do rodding or something like that. So, you know, the point of this video is, I don't think you ever really know what's out there. Don't forget to go and revisit people, manufacturers, stockists that you haven't used for a while, because I wasn't aware that Cloverleaf did all this. Because in addition to this, there's feeders. As I say, I've already mentioned the heaters. There's canister filters. There's the big Cloverleaf, you know, the big 4-bay filters. You know, and this is just the koi range. They do a whole range for aquariums. They do, if you're into lizards and things like that. I only know this because I've been looking at the price list. There's a whole raft on if you keep reptiles and lizards and things like that. So yeah, you know, just go and have a look what's out there. I'll put the website address down for Cloverleaf, obviously in the video somewhere. Just go and have a look. There might be something that you weren't aware of that Cloverleaf do that nobody else offers, or it might be an alternative for something that you're already using. So give it a go. I will be using this stuff moving forward, so in future videos. The pond bomb's going in imminently. The koi treats are getting opened imminently, so I'll show you when I throw some of those in to the gannets in a minute. But yeah, go and have a look, have a see. It's just worthwhile knowing that these things here, and some of the stuff like the Blanket Answer, you know, it's industry leading. It's won so many awards, so it must work, and I know it works for me. So there you go. As I say, I'm just going to pack this up now, and then I'll go and shove some treats in, and we can see whether the fish like them or not. So I'll catch you in a bit. So we're going to give the one with garlic a go. Ooh, doesn't half smell of garlic. So that's what the things look like inside. They do look like little larvae things, but come on, greedy guts, you're always up first. So we put them in. Good grief, you definitely ain't going to be snogging them after this. So Lancelot's into them. There you go. He obviously likes them. Come back for more. So not too many, but just enough to give them a treat. So there you go. Worth a punt, worth a try if you're looking for something different to what you're normally using. I think I've spooked these by messing about with the pond too much, but yeah, seems to go down well. Fish are all looking good. Yeah, these will definitely keep the vampires away, because that is rather pungent. So there's obviously a lot of garlic in there, so I'm pleased with them. But yeah, we'll do some more feeding when they've, because it is, I just realised they've literally just been fed by the auto feeder, so we'll come back. But as I say, the point of this video is raising awareness. If you haven't looked at Cloverleaf products for a while, go and have a look. Should have got something that you really use. So thank you for watching. Take care, look after your fish, look after yourself. Ta-da!